नमो नमः सर्वेभ्यो नमस्कारः अंदरिकी नमस्कारमुलु. Today is the second day of our classes on Shodasa Samskarams by Dr. Soman Chitangirala Visalakshi garu. There are 5 days for this, and there are 2 days are also given. Total 7 days. Before this, she has already taken 4 classes. One is Introduction to Sanatana Dharma, 2 classes, and then Sanskritam importance and introduction to Vyakaranam. So now we will start this session with paying our respects to our country by chanting Vande Mataram. Let us request Challa Chittibabu garu to chant, to recite Vande Mataram, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufala, Malaya Jasitala, Sasya Syamala Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subrajosna pulakitayamini pullakusumita drumadala shobhini suhasini sumadhura bhashini sukhadam varadam mataram vande mataram. Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Now going forward, let us request Venkata garu to chant Prarthana, please. You have to unmute, please.
Meditation for a minute. Omkaram thrice. Om. 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 Gananatva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Ana Shunvannotibhis Siddhasadanam. Om Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhinama Vityavatu. Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha. Gurureva Gatir Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave. न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मां पाहि गुरो ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम
శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః హరి ఓం. ధన్యవాదములండి వెంకటనారాయణ గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. నౌ లెట్ us రిక్వెస్ట్ డాక్టర్ సోమంచి తంగిరాల విశాలాక్షి గారు టు స్టార్ట్ ద వెబినార్ ప్లీజ్.
ఓం శ్రీ మహాగణాధిపతయే నమః. ఓం శ్రీ పార్వతీ రాజరాజేశ్వరాభ్యాం నమః. ఓం శ్రీ మేధా దక్షిణామూర్తయే నమః. ఓం శ్రీ మహాసరస్వత్యై నమః. ఓం శివాయ గురవే నమః. ఓం నమః శివాయై చ నమః శివాయ. Now we have completed 4 samskaras out of Shodasa samskaras. Now 5th one is Namakarana samskara, naming ceremony, cradle ceremony we say. So in our Telugu we call this as Balasare or Barasala also sometimes we say. So many names are there for this Namakarana Mahotsava samskara. This samskara is done mostly as the festival also, with all the relatives, friends, neighbors taking part. When the child is born, it will not have any name at all. So till the name Namakarana is done, we call that baby either by the name of the father or mother, baby of so and so. So till that time the baby is by mother's name mostly they call baby like that. So it is very essential for each and every human being to get a very good name, because we should be, each and every individual must be recognized by his or her own name. So they must get good name and fame also. So a very good name should be given to a newly born baby for worldly affairs. To maintain any sort of work in this world, name is very essential. The baby must have a name to be called by parents, by relatives, friends. To get admission into school also, they need name. Then after going, baby should do very good deeds. So by such and such a name, that particular person is doing, like that also we say. So the name is also essential for doing Nitya Puja, Naimittika Pujas. Then practical, actually for Vedic rituals also, we say always the Sankalpa. While saying Sankalpa, we tell our Gotra Namas. So name is very essential. At the time of marriages also, they need the name. While doing Pitrukaryas, Daivakaryas or anything, mostly for Pitrukaryas, Pitru, Pitamaha, Prapitamahas, by name they call. So the individuals need the name, either for a girl or a boy, either for buying any properties or selling properties also, one needs a name. Name is essential for even education, for doing a job, for dealing with the members of society, for all things, everything, for rituals performed by the parents to give such an important name to their offspring is, to their children, is very essential. So we call this as Namakarana Mahotsava. Nama means name, Karana means doing, giving the name. Thus, giving name on an auspicious day will result in the growth of Ayurdaya, Yashas and Aishwarya for the child. Actually, why parents name their children? Because they say, the Shastra replies that it is for the parents to obtain moksha, salvation, they name their children. The story of Ajamila is an example for this. All of us know this story. The purpose and fortune for getting this body, human body, is to attain moksha. Moksha is the final purushartha. Even after getting human body, if this manava upadhi, if we do not try to get mukti, then certainly we are the losers, says the Upanishad. Mahati vinashti. So people spend their entire span of lifetime engaging themselves in several works, household works, or worldly duties, then searching and gaining all sorts of purposes of the life. They might be doing several dharmika karyakramas also. They might have given so many donations also. They might have performed religious rites, etc. But mostly nobody remembers God at the time of leaving the body, which is very essential. In Bhagavad Gita, Paramatma said, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajantyante kalebaram tam tame vaiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavitaha. So automatically we remember at the end of, at the fag end of our life, we remember our children only and we want to see them. So Paramatma said that whomever or whatever a person just thinks of at the time of leaving the body, whomever, whatever they think, accordingly the next birth comes. So if we that is whatever thoughts come into our mind at the time of leaving the body, yam yamevaiti kaunteya, the same would be obtained by that person's, that is the next birth would be befitting to these thoughts at the time of leaving. So if we normally think of children, if their names are the names of God, it means we are thinking of God, whether knowingly or unknowingly. So whomever we think in the last moments leaving the body, that would make the next birth to us. So when we think of either Parameswara, Shiva, Krishna, Rama, Ishvara, any Vishnu, such good names are Saraswati, Parvati and all, then we will be very worthy to be taken by divine people to heavenly abodes also. But if a person leaves the body thinking of any worldly objects, then again he has to take birth accordingly. Just as in case of Jadabharata. Jadabharata, who is a very holy person, he is very dharmika king, he ruled our Bharatadesha. Then he renounced everything and went to Vanaprastha, then he took sannyasa. He is worthy to get liberated at that very Janma itself. But at the fag and all, he happens to see a deer giving birth to a baby deer and the mother deer dies. So this person, he Jadabharata, out of pity on that, he nourishes that deer baby, but he gets attached to that and develops moha, prema on that. So he in the next, and while thinking about that only, if I leave this body and go away, who will take care of this dear baby? How can this small baby can survive in this world? Thus thinking in such a way, he left the body. So in the next birth again, he was born as a deer. But because he is a very righteous dharmika person and a great sage-like person, in fact, so he remembers his past janma. So he repents for what mistake he committed. So though the upadhi is of a deer, he behaves like a very good saint. He never mingles with any other deers and all. He just starts meditating. So continuously meditating on Paramatma, he leaves that body and again takes birth in a very noble Brahmin Orthodox family, and then he gets liberated. He got mukti. So Ajamila was born in a very Sadbrahmana family. This is another example for getting liberation just by thinking the name of the sun, the name which is the name of God, Narayana. So this Ajamila studied all the Shastras. He always worshipped his parents, gurus, showed utmost respect, and his parents got him married to a very worthy girl, noble girl, and both of them, the couple lived very happily also, leading righteous life. But due to his misfortune, one day he happens to see a very bad incident by which the passion develops in him, and he marries a woman immorally, who is not worthy to be his life partner. So he becomes corrupt of his caste, his qualities, noble traits and all. He neglects his dharmapatni, his wife, who is a kulastri, she is, and also he neglects even his mother and father, parents. He abstains from dharma. He misbehaves. So atharmika pravrutti develops in him. He got children through that lady whom he married, and due to his fortune, he named his last son as Narayana, and he is very much attached to him because he is the last son. So the time passed away and he is almost on the deathbed. Then he came to know that he is about to leave, he is about to die, his life is over. But he wanted to see his last son. So loudly he uttered his son's name, Narayana, Narayana, like that. So when he is on the deathbed and within a few moments, he is about to leave the body. So Yamadutas, they came. He saw with his own eyes the Yamadutas standing on both the sides, both his sides. They are about to take the life the moment the time is over. So Yamadutas are waiting, seeing them. This person became still more afraid. He wanted to see his son and talk to him, and also he loudly uttered, Narayana, Narayana, please come to my rescue, please come. So his son did not come. He is playing somewhere. He is a small son, a small boy. But Vishnudutas came when he loudly uttered Narayana. So when Vishnudutas came, they sent these Yamadutas to go away. Then Yamaduta said, this person is a very wicked person. He is not at all a dharmika. Why you have come? We have to take him to Yamaloka. But he said, Devadutas said, Vishnudutas, because he called Narayana, we came here to take him to Vaikuntha. So there is no necessity of you people, you go away. Then Yamadutas went away, and that very moment, even the Vishnudutas disappeared. They also are not there. He is watching, Ajamila is watching all this process which is going on. Then he repented a lot. If I prayed God by name once loudly, these Devadutas came, Vishnudutas came to my rescue to protect me from these Yamadutas. If throughout the life I worship the God, suppose I worship Lord Venkateswara, Sriman Narayana, or any God, my life would have been very happy. I would have gone to Swarga or Vaikuntha, or I might have got moksha also. So like that, he wept a lot with remorse. Then he prayed God to give him a chance to do prayaschitta, because paschatapa came into his mind. So he repented a lot for what all misdeeds he did towards his dharmapatni and parents and all. So somehow the life did not leave him. He is still alive. Pranas are there in him, and slowly he recovered. And his passion for the illegal wife and children has gone. Now he left all of them. When once he became healthy, improved the health, he left the house and went away. Then he went on pilgrimage, he performed religious rites, did continuously Daivanama Smarana, and finally he got mukti, he got liberated. So by this story, one may wonder how is it possible to get mukti spending the whole life very unrighteously, and just by calling the name of God once or twice. In fact, he did not call God, he shouted for his own son. Even that is due to prema and moha, raga, which is in fact a hindrance for getting moksha. For this, we should remember many slokas of Bhagavad Gita. The verse Yam Yam Vapi Smaran Bhavam Tyajantyante Kalevaram Tam Tame Vaiti Kaunteya Sada Tadbhava Bhavitaha. So leaving the body fully, leaving the body and going away. At that moment, whatever is thought is important, and actually this Ajamila thought of God, Paramatma, Parabrahman only, with the intention of getting liberation. So he got liberated. And also there are so many other quotations. Then Apichet Suduracharo Bhajate Mam Ananyabhak Sathureva Samantavyo Samyak Vyavasito Hi Saha. So even though a person might have led the whole life in any manner, either good or bad, righteous or unrighteous, but if he thinks of Paramatma with whole heart, with Trikarana Sutti, then he should be considered as a noble person only. This is the word of Paramatma in Bhagavad Gita. So the secret is that actually due to arti, the arti in the heart and voice of this Sajamila lamenting with a sort of arti, he did so many meritorious deeds since his birth till that bad moment. So he performed all good deeds, righteous, dharmika, works and all throughout the life till that bad moment. So that punya came to his rescue, and Paramatma gave a chance for him to correct himself. So due to the strength of his vasanas, the effects of previous karmas, samskaras, that paschatapa has come, and he did prayaschitta. So by prayaschitta, all the sins would be, papas would be nullified completely. So he became very great devotional. Antyakale cha mameva smaran muktya, correct. So this Narayana, that is Paramatma, favored him, blessed him, and he got mukti. So by calling his son's name Narayana, God gave him an opportunity to correct himself and get liberated. So we need to name our children with divine names to get merit punya by uttering God's names and utter at our last breath. So now we should know what is the method, how this method of naming has come, and who has named whom for the first time in this world. Actually, Veda Mata called Parabrahman as Parabrahman. Para means beyond. Brahman means that which is pervading everywhere. So Brahma Vistarane is the root. So from this Brahma, the word has come, that which is pervading the whole universe is Brahman. So that he is beyond everything, that is Parabrahma. Prajapati Chaturmukha Brahmadeva started to do his work of creation. A superpower appeared in front of him. While watching that superpower, it divided itself into 8 parts. And God Brahmadeva gave names to all those 8 forms of Parabrahman as Rudra, Ishvara, Sarva, Pasupati, Ugra, Ashati, Bhava, Mahadeva, and Ishana, not Ishvara, Ishana. So these 8 names are called as the Viswarupas, original Viswarupas, original octaves, we say. Names bring good fortune to each and everyone, all living individuals. Jatanantarameva namakaranam ekadashahne sputam dashamyam uttitayam snatayam putrasya nama dadati. So the newborn baby can be named at the time of Jata Karma on 11th day while performing Jata Karma, Grahadosha Nivarana Pujas, etc. Then Namakarana can be done on 21st day or 25th day or 29th day, if not on 11th day. So of the first month only we must name. So according to the astronomical science, seeing the good star for both father and mother, if we do it on 11th, we need not have to see any muhurta. We can do on 21st day or on any other days. If we want to do, we must see good star, good tithi, muhurta, nakshatra, etc. Then we, along with this namakarana, we also celebrate cradle ceremony. Balasare, we say, keeping the child in the cradle. So Dharma Shastra say, Ayur Varchophi Vrithischa Sithir Vyavahrutes Tatha Nama Karma Phalam Tvetat Samuttistam Manishipihi. Manishi means intellectuals, wise people. Maharshis, they gave this sort of process for us. We perform this Namakarana to the newly born children with the intention that the child should grow up with strength, vigor, luster, and methus, intellect, and long life. So the name we keep should be very pleasant to listen, easy to utter, and that should give very good meaning, befitting, worthy, and significant, and that should be the name of God. So the parents of the baby should first pray for the blessings of Maharshis, God's ancestors, that is forefathers, Pitru Devatas, and then they should start worshipping their family deities, Kula Devatas. Then they have to do Agnikarya, worship fire god, worshipping and pleasing all the gods through the fire god by offering ahutis into the fire. Then the father of the baby should pray and seek the permission of Sabhasadas, that is whoever are present there on that occasion. So they must give them permission. So he should say with folded hands that Sabha Satpurusha Mache Nama Prakatana Siddhyartham Anumatim Prarthayami. I request for the permission to name my son and announce it among the Sabha, among all the public. So they Sabhaye Namaha, he must salute them. Then all of them will automatically say yes. So according to the process of the Shastras as done by the priest, this person, the father of the baby, should name the child till the and he, after naming, he must tell thrice in the ear, right ear of the baby, loudly. So first Masanama should be given, the month during which the baby is born. Then the Nakshatra Nama must be given to the baby according to the star and pada. Each nakshatra got 4 padas. So each and every human being takes birth among all these 108, one of the 108 padas of all 27 stars only, nakshatras. So then after giving nakshatra nama also, Vyavaharika nama, the name with which they want to call their child, that name should be given. The Vyavahara nama along with the names of gods or grandparents, grandfathers, grandmothers, etc. They fix finally the name with which they want to call the baby. That name they keep at the end of all the other names. So the child will be finally called with the last name of Vyavaharika Nama. Aksharamaliku Upanishad and Upanishad is there for us. It gives the meanings and greatness of all the letters. So the Adhishta, each and every letter got Adhisthana Devatas, color, spiritual power and all. So in our Panchangam, we can see the letters with which the names have to start according to the pada of the birth star of the baby. So accordingly, the priest would tell the Masanama, Nakshatranama. Then by listening to these names, one can easily know in which month that person was born and with which star and in which pada. Automatically they know, because for the sake of getting marriages, it is very essential. So at the time of setting marriage, others can, without even they express, others can know just by the listening the name completely. So they can decide whether this match is befitting or not, also matching or not. Now coming to the letters of the stars, for example, if the baby is born on Aswini star, the name should start with the letters Chu, Che, Cho, La, like that for 4 padas in a row. Similarly, there are letters for 4 padas of all 27 stars which is given in our Panchangams, total 108. So anybody has to take birth in any one of these stars only, we already said. So that is why we worship gods in our Nitya Puja with Astottara Shatanama, 108 names. This is the secret. So now the Masanamas for both girls and boys are also given in our Panchangams. For girls, the following are the 12 names given for 12 months. Margasirshe cha Vagdevi, Pushye Padmavati tatha, Sridevi chapi Savitri, Bhumihi Kalyaniki tatha, Satyabhama Punyavati, Rupavati, Indumati api, Chandravati cha Lakshmi cha, Strinama Karaneshu cha. These are the names for girls. Then for boys, the names are given as Krishnaha, Anantaha, Achyutaha, Chakri, Vaikuntaha, Atha Janardanaha, Upendraha, Yajnapurushaha, Vasudevas Tatha Harihi, Yogishaha Pundarikaksho, Masanaman Yanukramat. These are the 12 names for 12 months for boy babies. So if the Namakarana Samskara is celebrated either on 11th day or 21st day, we need not have to see any special muhurta. They are automatically holy. We need not have to see at all. Otherwise, we have to see the muhurta. Then Tithivara, Nakshatras, everything are very essential for performing any religious righteous works. So on that auspicious day, father, mother and child should take auspicious bath, we call as Mangala Snana, and wear new clothes. The family priest or some other Purohita should be employed to perform this ritual. All relatives, friends, neighbors, they should be arriving on that day automatically. The parents keeping the child on the lap should sit on a wooden planks, we call Pitalu in our Telugu. So stretching a cloth over them, we have to sit, they have to sit and worship gods as per the instructions of that Purohita or the Brahmin Brahmagaru we call. So for performing any religious rites in our tradition, usually the wife always sits on the left side, but for this Namakarana, the wife sits on the right side of her husband. So a silver plate with full of rice we take, that should be kept there. Then keeping a betel leaf in the middle part of that big plate with rice, we can keep Haridra Ganapati there. Or sometimes a small plate we can take and keep that Paspu Kunkuma, as we say, turmeric and then Kunkuma and little akshatas, akshintalu, and then keeping a betel leaf. And we keep Ganapati separately, do Shodasopachara Puja to Ganapati, and that plate of Ganapati after Udvasana can be kept near the gods, other portraits of the gods. Then this Shodasopachara Puja, Naivedya, Harati, everything. Mantra Pushpa also should be done. Puna Puja also is to be done even to Ganapati. And after completely doing this puja, we must offer this puja phala to Ganapati only. So Sarvam Sri Mahaganadhipati Charanara Vindarpanamastu we say. Then while uttering the mantra Ganapatim Yathasthanam Priveshayami Sophanartham Punaragamanaya cha, like that we take this Ganapati and put it aside. Then this plate filled with rice. This father has to take this rice plate in his hands, and the child should be kept on the lap of father only. Now the father takes this big silver plate filled with rice and into the hands and holding the darpa ring, a sort of ring that is called as pavitram. The priest prepares it and keeping that darpa ring to the hand. Then a golden ring without any stones should be taken by him into the hands, and with that gold ring, he has to draw 2 lines there in that plate. When 2 lines are drawn, it means the rice is made into 3 parts. So 3 parts would be seen there. Then at the topmost part, the Masanama should be written. The priest says what is the Masanama of that baby. So Masanama, Masanama says Sri, like that he must utter along with that name. Then in the middle row, second row, Nakshatra Nama says Sri. While uttering that Nakshatra Nama should be uttered and he must write like that. Then in the third part, he has to write the Vyavaharika Nama fully, consulting his wife, relatives, mother, father, everything. They might have kept it ready, decided already. So that name he has to write without uttering, without telling to others. He has to write there. He can add Ishtadevatas, Kuladevatas names and all. And then that Vyavahara Nama, after writing that Vyavahara Nama Sri, he must utter. Then after writing in all these 3 rows, he has to raise his right, that is thigh a little above, and as if he must utter all these 3 names, Masanama, Nakshatranama, Vyavaharanama, 3 times into the ear of the baby. So that is Namakarana. So at that time, he says Masanaman Thrutva, then Ayushmati Bhava, Ayushman Bhava, Nakshatra Nama Thrutva, Setayushman Bhava, Setayushmati Bhava. Then Vyavahara Nama Thrutva, Setayushman Bhava if it is male child. Then Setayushmati Bhava if it is girl child. So thus he must bless. Then it is known from the Dharma Shastras written by sages like Sri Gautama Maharshi, Bharadwaja Maharshi, Kanva Maharshi, etc., that the letters of the names of the boys should be of even number, and of girls' names should be of odd numbers, odd number of letters. So after writing the names of the child, the plate should be kept on the ground, then put poka chekkas, we say, and akshatas in right direction around the plate, inviting and invoking all the 8 Ashtamurtis, the Parabrahmas, that is forms, the Ashtamurtis, Rudra, Sharva, Pasupati, Ugra, Ashati, then Bhava, Mahadeva and Ishana. And he must worship all these 8 Ashtamurtis names of Parabrahman. So, and he must, after worshipping all these Ashtamurtis, he should also worship the namas, the names which he has written on that plates, because even the nama Adhisthana Devatas are there. So he must worship all these names with turmeric, kumkum, sandal paste, akshatas, flowers, everything, and give dhupa, deepa, naivedyas also to all the names and these Astamurtis. Then the father has to bow down again to the Saphasadas and Saphaye Namaha. Then after uttering all these names, three times in the ear of the child, he must take the child to his heart and embrace, saying the mantra, Angad Angad Sampavasi, Krudayad Abhijayate, Atma Vai Putra Namasi, Tvam Jiva Sharadasyatam. So Shastra says that then the father has to smell the forehead of the baby and also the Madhu, the Brahmarantra Sthana also. Because by smelling that, they can know the traits, the qualities, gunas of the child. That is actually when this Karna was Karna was kept in, when he was baby, Kunti Mata, he kept him in a sort of basket and left it in the river Ganges. Then Suta, he got this, and when he saw this baby opening the basket, he saw very lustrous and shining child. He took with Sahaja Kavacha Kundalas, he took Karna, the boy, into the hands, and seeing the boy itself, he came to know that definitely he is a very noble, he might have born in a very noble family, and yet he smelled at the forehead and at the Brahmarandra place of this boy, and he decided that this boy is definitely Uttama Kula Sanjata. So that is our Shastra says like that. Thus, when father tells the name in the ear of the child, then mother should tell. After the mother, all relatives, they also tell the name in the ear, and then they bless all of them. Shastra tells that one should not tell their name, the names of Guru, wife, and elder son loudly. Never they should utter directly. Atmanama Guru, and also of a miser, Pisnari also. Atmanama Gurur Nama Namati Krupanasya cha Shreyas Kamo na Grupniyat. Jesta Apachya Kalatrayo. Apachya means son, child, Kalatra, wife. So one should never say directly the names. While introducing himself, Ramachandra used to say, I am Dasarathi, the son of Dasaratha Maharaja. So after completing this Namakarana Mahotsava, the child should be placed in the cradle. That cradle should be decorated with flower garlands also. First, the mother, through the hands of the mother and mother-in-law, first mother, then mother-in-law. That is the girls, the baby's mother should hold the baby in the hands. Then she should give to her mother. Then her mother, from down above the cradle they give. Then from below the cradle, this mother has to take. Then mother-in-law, she must give it to mother-in-law. Then mother-in-law gives, then sister-in-laws, like that. 3 times they put this baby from above the cradle and take from below the cradle, and then keeping the head towards east direction, they keep the baby. And a toy baby should be kept by the side of this baby, because mother may not be there by the baby's side 24 hours. So for each and every minute, the baby should have companion. So a toy we keep, wooden toy, or in the olden days, tataku we say, a palm leaf. With that we used to prepare toys. So plastic toy also can be kept. So when the babies are kept in the cradle, they sleep without any disturbance and happily. So this is the cradle ceremony and Namakarana Mahotsava Samskara. Then 6th one is Nishkramana. Nishkramana means coming out. Nihikramana, coming out of. So the baby stayed for more than 9 months in the womb of the mother. Then it would be very difficult for the baby to see this light, sunlight, and all outside environment also. So the baby would feel comfortable and protective when the mother holds the baby and hugs with the heart. So it felt as if it is the baby experiences the comfort of to be when it was in the womb of the mother. So that is the greatness of the touch and hug of the mother and even of father. So at that time, the baby experiences that warmth and comfort and feels very happy. Slowly, the baby gets used, gets accustomed to the atmosphere of the room where she is kept on the bed. So slowly, mother, father, all the relatives, whoever stay at home, brothers, sisters, and all, they come and touch the baby, talk with baby, and also slowly the baby gets accustomed to be in the company of all of them and enjoys their touch, their words, listening, and all. So slowly starts noticing external persons, objects, and all. So after the completion of 3 months, by 3 months, the baby grows a little and healthy and be able to recognize mother first, father next, and all others also. Then when the 4th month enters, after completion of 3rd month, when the 4th month enters, on the same tithi when the baby was born, on the same tithi day, the baby should be taken out for the first time to Yajnashala, Yaga Vatika, where Agnikarya should be performed by the parents, mother and father of this child, under the guidance of priest Brahmagaru. So they perform this ritual for the safety and health of the baby, the child. There they pray God's Ishta Devatas, Kula Devatas, Navagraha Devatas, then Panchabhuta Adhisthana Devatas, then even Pitru Devatas, and keep this baby safe from the planets also. Balarishta Grahas should not come to that baby with that intention, and also to ward off the Naradrushti, Dishti as we say, Drushti Dosha, and also to get the Anugraha of all the gods. We perform this sort of rituals and puja. Thus, the priest makes the Yajamani perform certain yajnas and blesses the couple and the baby also. The parents of the child should please this priest with Puri Dakshinas and with also with Shodasa, Shadrasopeta Bhojana. Then they must bow down to him, the priest giving Dakshina. Then the priest blesses them to live happily, and the Vamsa Abhivruddhi should occur to them. Thus, when the first time the baby is brought to Yajnashala, that baby automatically becomes exposed to sunlight. Sun god also, sun rays fall on that baby. So they must pray the parent, Surya Bhagavan, to bless their child. Then in the evening, they must take this child to any nearby park or somewhere where greenery is there, plants or flowers are there and all. So the main purpose of this Nishkramana ritual is to make it a habit for the baby to come out of the house into the lap of the nature, so that the baby starts developing the capacity to withstand the outside atmosphere. The clean, fresh air would give good health also. This ritual is also performed to protect the child from balagrahas, we already said, who normally attract small children till 12 years. So till 12 years, we should very carefully see the children. The parents should take care of children each and every moment, so that they need not have to suffer from the evil planets or evil sights or something. And also the baby should receive the blessings of nature, Prakriti Mata. Then the sunrise are very useful for the development of longevity, physical fitness, and the body becomes very strong and intellect grows. A medhas would be, and life span of life also increases, prana shakti also increases. Sri Krishna Paramatma said in Bhagavad Gita, yet shastra vidhi mutsrujya vartate kamakarataka na sa siddhim avapnoti na sukham na param gatim. Whoever lead their lives without following the methods given in the shastras and behave as they wish, according to their will and wish, they can never obtain real happiness or get liberated. So all of us should know that what is said in Shastra is very essential and we must follow. We must do according to Shastra. Paramatma said, Tasmat Shastram Pramanante Karya Karya Vichakshane. When we get any doubt, what is to be done, what is good, what is bad, then we have to refer to Shastra. If we cannot we read the Shastras and understand what is said there, we must approach such great Methavi scholars, Panditas, who are well versed in the Shastras. And also Alukshaha Dharmakama Syu says the Upanishads, one should never approach people who are very rude and hard. We must approach such people who talk very cool, calmly, cool, with cool mind, and prasanna vadana, with happiness, pleasure, and who are aware of the Shastra and give us the correct knowledge. So all of us should lead our full lives as per the rights given in the Shastras by our ancient sages, following the Shodasa Samskaras. And we must mold our children as benefactors to the society. We should get salvation through our virtuous children, noble children. Now the next seventh one is Annaprasana Samskara. It is a very sacred sacrament which is very essential for each and every human being. It is the feeding of rice to the baby, newborn baby, for the first time. By Annaprasana ritual, the child gets health, longevity, luster, and intelligence. Anna means that which is eaten, cooked rice. Prashana, pra-ashana. Ashana is eating. Prashana is eating comfortably and greatly as per Shastra. So Annaprasana is that samskara in which some solid food other than mother's milk is being given to the baby for the first time. Without doing Annaprasana, according to our Shastra, the child should not swallow anything other than mother's milk. So we must follow Shastrokta Paddhati. So it is mother, if mother's milk is not sufficient and suppose Annaprasana is not done to the baby, then we can feed the child with cow milk. Cow's milk is as great as the tough and even more than mother's milk. Mother's milk is directly like nectar to the baby, then cow's milk also. Other than that, nothing should be given to the baby till Annaprasana is done. Annaprasana Samskara should be performed on the 6th day of the 6th month of the birth of the baby. The parents of the baby should take Sankalpa, Sarvada Mrishtanna Praptyartham, Sarva Kamyartha Siddhyartham, Annaprasana Karma Karishye, like that the father should take Sankalpa, that I should do Annaprasana Karma to my child for obtaining good, delicious food throughout the life, for the attainment of all the desired fruits here in this life and live happily. So as long as the baby lives on this earth, the baby must get good food. So with that intention, the Annaprasana should be done to the baby. So the saying, for the first time, such a food should be kept into the mouth of, or on the tongue of the baby. That food which is yajna prasada, we call it as havishyana. So which is to be offered to the god, that should be cooked very smoothly with cow milk and mixed with jaggery and also honey. They should keep that food in a silver bowl after offering that to Ishta Devatas, Kula Devatas, that which is like thick juice, it should be. So that should be given to the baby with golden ring without stones. The father should keep the baby on his lap. Either mother or maternal uncle, Menamama, we say, should keep that Havishya Prasada Anna, Paramana, for the first time into the mouth, the lip or the tongue. They should just touch it smoothly. Then while the priest is reciting the Veda mantras, the mantras got very spiritual power. So along with the mantras, this honey mixed, ghee mixed Paramana should be kept there. After that, either father or Menamama, then mother Then grandparents and all other relatives also, they can feed the child and bless the child to live long. So if in a Dharmasastra Grantha called Kalamrita, it is said that Annaprasana Marphakasya Supadam Masyeva Yugme Shuphe Shashtatha Vatha Panchamadi Divase Mase Vathunam Gruke. This Annaprasana ceremony should be done in the house of baby's maternal grandmother, that is this mother's house. Ammamma we call for this baby. So in this, if this Annaprasana is performed on the 6th day of 6th month of the birth, then they need not have to see any muhurta at all. Otherwise, for boy babies during even months and for girl babies during odd months, this Annaprasana samskara should be performed. So seeing an auspicious day, Tithivara, Muhurta, Nakshatra, they must keep the Muhurta. So this samskara can be done on either Mondays or Wednesdays or Thursdays or even Fridays. And either on Dvitiya or Vidya Tithi also. Vidya, Tadiya, Panchami and Saptami, Dashami Tithis are very holy. And even during Trayodasi Tithi is good. Chaturdasi Tithi before Paurnami is good, but not before Amavasya. Chaturdasi we will not consider as auspicious. Shastra says that this ceremony should not be performed on Navami Tithi. If suppose the 6th month, 6th day falls Navami, then that would be holy only. So seeing good nakshatra for the baby and the father mainly, the muhurta should be fixed either on Sampattara, Kshematara, Sadhanatara, Mitratara and even Paramamitra Tara. But mostly all people perform Annaprasana on 6th day of 6th month. Shanmasa Shashta Divase Kuryad Annaprasanam, says the Smriti Granthas and Dharma Shastra Granthas. Shastra tells that for doing Annaprasana, the baby must have got the teeth by that time. Otherwise, the pressure falls on the soft gums and later the teeth after coming may fall down early. So if the milky teeth started to fall very late and the new teeth come very late, then Shastra says that those teeth would be very strong and they stay as long as the person survives. So throughout the span of life. Therefore, it is advised to do Annaprasana on 6th day of 6th month, but directly rice or hard things should not be given to the child at all. Only the baby should be fed with liquid foods and also juicy foods, farix, etc. powders we can mix in the milk and then that can be given. Slowly, month after month, the diet can be modified. Rice, dal, vegetables, etc. may together be cooked in a cooker very smoothly, and after smashing that well, a little salt should be added with plenty of ghee, and along with the ghee, honey can be added and given to the baby. When the baby is in the womb of the mother, they say God pours life during 6th month. It is as per our customs, this is the belief. So during the entrance of 6th month, Paramatma gives prana into that baby. In fact, prana already, the moment the baby starts taking birth in the womb, the prana is there. It survives and grows. Even then we believe, as per Shastra, that Jiva enters into the 6th month, our prana shakti is given like that. So from 6th month onwards, the food should be given like that. That is one of the beliefs of us. Then onwards, that baby may take the amniotic fluids, umaniru, which is there because the baby stays in the waters and floating in the waters in the womb of the mother. So from 6th month onwards, the baby starts to swallow this umaniru also now and then sometimes. So the stomach, that water would be there in the stomach of the baby. So that defect should be taken out completely. So through all these samskaras till now, whatever we did, the Shastra tried and parents, they tried to remove all the defects which are there in the whole body and stomach of the baby little by little, but still a sort of defect still may remain in the stomach of that baby. Even that should go away. So the baby needs energy. So in the Sankalpa of Annaprasana, they say Garphamalambupana dosha nivrutyartham, for the removal of the defect of drinking the dirty water of the womb, the delicate body of the baby, especially the stomach, liver, and digestive system, they should get purified and be strengthened. And the baby should develop the capacity to digest the outside food. So till that time, the baby should drink mother's milk only. Mother's milk is like nectar, and also then cow milk. After that, the baby starts to develop the and increases the resistance to digest the outside food. So on the 6th month, we perform this and then slowly increase and change the diet which we give to this baby. So while doing Annaprasana, everyone follow their own traditions and customs as per their family. So some do with payasannam. Payasa anna, actually rice cooked with the milk and mixed with jaggery, ghee, cow ghee, and we must add cow ghee and honey to that. Bothayana Maharshi and Aswalayana Maharshi, and even Hiranyakesi Maharshi, another says, they said in Gruhya Sutras that curd should be mixed in the cooked rice. So even our Apastambha Dharma Sutras also, Gruhya Sutras, Apastamba Maharshi wrote both Dharma Shastras and Gruhya Sutras. There in the Gruhya Sutras, Apastamba Maharshi said, Dati Madhu Ghrutodanam, that rice cooked with ghee should be added with honey and dadhi, curd also. Curd purifies lives, then gives luster to the body. Then honey got medicinal power. It removes the vata, pitta, and kapha of the body. Then the honeybees collect honey, makaranda from different flowers. So, and prepare honey. So the honey got the power of nature, the power of all the flowers. So flower is considered to be an embodiment of divine power, God directly. So the honey got this great power in it. And ghee, cow ghee. Cow ghee is very useful and powerful, having herbal capacity. Ayur Krutam, we say. Directly, the Kruta itself is span of life, it increases. Then Krutena Vardhate Buddhiki. By eating cow ghee, the buddhi intellect grows. So it helps in digestion also. Kalau Parashara Smriti, we say in Kali Yuga, Parashara Smriti. Parashara Maharshi's son is Parashara, that is Vyasa Bhagavan. So he said that Kshirodanam, the milky rice should be given at the time of Annaprasana. Then Havishyana should be cooked, then it should be divided into 4 parts. One part is to be submitted into the, offered into the fire god, to the fire god and to all other gods. Then another second part should be given to the guests, the atithis, whoever come. Then third part should be given to birds, beasts, animals and all. Then fourth part should be mixed with this cow ghee, cow milk, then boiled very smoothly and mixing with honey. Then with the curd, that should be given to the baby. After offering, even that should be offered to God first. Then only it becomes prasada. So that prasada anna should be given to this baby. Normally, we celebrate this Annaprasana at any temples or any somewhere in the temples, mostly according to the villain wish of Kula Devatas or Ishta Devatas, Yadagiri Gutta or even Jagannatha's temples anywhere. So mostly wherever they want to do, they can do. Even at the houses also, they can celebrate. While keeping that Paramanam with golden ring on the lower lip or the tongue of the baby, the father, while the priest is chanting the mantras, the father should put 4 times along with the mantras. He also must utter the mantras when that is repeat. When the priest utters the mantra, the father has to repeat while putting this into the mouth. Om Purapam Tvoshathinagum Tadrasam Prashayami. Om Puvarapam Tvoshathinagum Tadrasam Prashayami. Om Suvarapam Tvoshathinagum Rasam Prashayami. Om Purpuva Suvarapam Tvoshathinagum Tad Rasam Prashayami. While saying these mantras, that rice offered to God and made as prasada should be kept into the mouth of the child to eat for the first time. Because Deho Devalaya Prokto Jivo Deva Sanatanaha, we believe. It is there in the Shruti. So Sri Krishna Paramatma also said, Ishvara Sarvaputanam Hruddeshe Arjuna Tishtati. So to the newborn baby from the very Annaprasana Samskara, we are teaching that we are eating the prasada of God. And whatever we are eating, we offer to God first. And when it is turned into prasada, that we are eating. So we are offering that to the God who is residing in us also. To the outside also, after worshipping, we have to do Naivedya. Then while eating also, we must pray God. And with the feeling that we are offering this food to the God who is residing in our heart, we are offering this food, and not to just the body and I, the feeling of we. So all this is always holy ideals are there in our Sanatana Dharma. This is the tradition we get from our sages, ancestors and all. We all human beings grow due to food only. We are all Annagata Pranas, we say. Taittiriya Upanishad said, Annadeva Kalvimani Bhutani Jayante, Annadeva Jatani Jivanti, Annam Prayanti Apisamvishanti, Annam Brahmeti Vyajana. So Annam is Parabrahman. So all living beings, they are taking birth from Annam, living by food and sustaining themselves by eating food only. And they also merge into Annam only, because everything is matter, everything is food in this universe. So one should never blame or insult the Annam. Prano va Annam, Shariram Annadam. Prane Shariram Pratitishthati. Tasmad Annam Nanindyat Tad Vratam. This is the vow that we should never blame. We should never find fault with the food which is given to us by our parents or somebody. We should not say, I don't like this, this is bad, that and all. Annam Bahukurvita Tad Vratam. We must always praise Annam. We must do stotra. Annam is it's very great, fortunate to get the food to eat, to survive. So that with utmost honor, we must eat whatever we eat. Thus, in several ways, the importance of food is explained in our even Upanishad, Shastra, Granthas and all. After the Annaprasana process is completed, the Brahmins and Ritviks, they recite Anna Sutra and bless the baby and the parents that they should always get good food throughout their lives. The food we eat and the food we feed to children, it is of herbal value, herbal power. We should pray that such a herbal power should give us the strength and vigor and longevity and dharmika buddhi. So, ahara suddho sattva suddhihi. If the food, whatever we eat, if it is of sattvika gunas, then automatically our buddhis also would be polite and divine. Sattvika gunas, good qualities can be developed. So we must eat only satvika ahara and not rajasa or tamasa. It is said in Shastra that at the time of Annaprasana, we should praise the Urja Shakti. Then that vigor will come to us. At the time of taking food, we should pray always Annapurna Devi, because Annapurna Devi gives us Annam, the food. Annapurne Sada Purne Shankara Prana Vallape Jnana Vairagya Sityartham Bhiksham Dehi Cha Parvati. That is how we pray Goddess Annapurna. So she gives Jnana and Vairagya for us, by which we can get Mukti. So our Bharata Desha is Krishi Prathana Desha and shines with spiritual knowledge. So it is our tradition to worship Anna Devata, recognizing the Mahima of her, and keep our children also under the protection of Goddess Annapurna Devi. And thus our children start worshipping Goddess Annapurna Devi since Annaprasana. So this samskara should be performed according to Shastras. After all this process is completed, women give harati to the parents and baby. The holy priest blesses them. Annapatir Annadu Vardhamano Puyaka. Master of Anna, who eats Anna, grow well, grow high. Annapati is our prana. This body itself is Annada. Annada means one who eats the Anna. So our body and life prana should grow perfectly. That is the blessings given by elders and priests. So after doing Annaprasana, the child should be given 1 spoon or 2 spoons full of food prepared for him or her separately. So as a part of this Annaprasana, we celebrate a certain display, entertainment with the child. The floor should be cleaned neat, a carpet should be stretched on it, and at a place such articles, objects like holy textbooks like Ramayana, Bharata, Bhagavata, Bhagavad Gita and all, and then ordinary school books, pen, pencils, slate pencils, chalk pieces, etc. Then money, gold coins, eatables like sweets, fruits or anything. Then kitchen articles, then doctors, stethoscope, etc. set, then drawing sets, colors, brushes, etc. Then flowers and turmeric and kumkuma should be kept. Then also photos, etc. So many articles, whichever we use in our life, we must keep all of them very close at a place, and keeping the baby at a little distance. We must come to the side of these articles and ask the baby to come towards us, crawling on the ground. Automatically, the baby comes, and whichever article the baby touches for the first time, we consider that as per the previous samskaras, vasanas, that baby is going to develop her or his future depending upon the object she or he touched, picked it up with the hand for the first time. So then after, when the baby touched something and took in hand, we take the baby into lap, and the parents must bless the child as Dirghayushman Bhava or Dirghayushmati Bhava. This Annaprasana Samskara should be performed traditionally, and all living beings live and grow by eating food only. Taking such a food should start with the devotion and gratitude, Kritagnyata Bhava, to the God and to Prakriti Mata. The aim of our life is getting liberation, moksha, and also getting highest knowledge, Paravidya, real knowledge, which is the means of final aim of our life. So while living, we should serve all living beings, and we must serve our nation. We must have Desha Bhakti more than Daiva Bhakti. So more than this, we must elevate our soul, elevating our soul towards divinity to get liberated. That is the final aim. So for that, we need vigor and good qualities, sattvika gunas. So depending upon the bhojana. And also in arranging this Vastu Pradarshana Veduka, parents will know what is the interested item to their child as Janmantara Samskara, and also in what sort of profession the child may shine in her future life. So, so towards that direction, the baby may be encouraged to take the courses in the college and study, get educated. So, by celebrating this, with all this is the process of Annaprasana Samskara. Now, the eighth one is Chuda Karma or Chaula Karma Samskara. Puttu ventrikalu, we say to remove this Puttu ventrikalu. Chuda Karma Samskara is the ritual of removing the hair that came to the baby at the time of birth. Then this hair removal samskara should be performed within 1 year, either at the end of the first year or at the beginning of third year. But it should not be done during second year as per our Shastra. This is done during odd months for boys and during even months for baby girls. Until then, that soft hair that was there on the head that protects the baby's soft part, this part of the head, especially where that hollow place is there. We call that as Brahmarantra, and that is called as Sahasrara Chakra. Through that Brahmarantra, Paramatma entered into the body of all individuals, and Jivatma entered into the body through the this leg. In between the first and second leg part, the Jiva enters and Paramatma entered through Brahmarantra. That is why that is not as hard as that of other parts of the head. A small hollow is there, and slowly within 1 year that becomes little hard and the head becomes normal. So till that 1 year, we should take care of that particular part. So God gave us that most precious body, this body, which is very precious, more than anything in this world. So Shariramajyam Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. Unless this body is there, we cannot do any religious rites or anything. So we should take care of this. All the body parts, all sense organs, each and every part of the body which is originally given by God to us by birth is very sacred, very holy, very strong, very beautiful. But the hair that came by birth, we call that as dirty. It should be removed. It should never be allowed to grow as it is. So, because why this hair is considered to be not good and to be removed, because all the ideas, the vasanas of previous births would be lingering to this hair. They catch hold of that is this congenital hair is the place of those vasanas. So and also they are dipped in that water in the stomach also. The hair became very impure also. So that should be completely removed either by the end of first year or at least during third year completely. By staying in that mother's womb, the hair soaks in that acidic waters. The hair gets dirty and the pollution will not leave by giving head baths. So moreover, our Purva Janma Vasanas, memories also, they linger in the hair. So when that is completely removed, the boy or the girl, the baby, starts leading normal life in this world. So the Shastra instructed us to remove this hair. It is called as Chuda Karma or Chaula Samskara. So it is said that if the congenital hair is removed, that defect would completely go away. The hair that comes afterwards, automatically the hair comes. And that hair which comes later after this one, that grows very thick, very darker and longer and more beautiful than the hair which was given by birth to the baby. Usually it is the customary that is idea for all Andhras mostly. We take off this Puttu ventrikalu removal at the holy Tirumala Kshetra and present that hair to Sri Venkateswara Swami. There are big stories behind this and all of us are aware of that. So many people remove their hair, that is puttu ventrikalu. They make their children done at the Tirumala or somewhere at some temples or shrines. But if anyone wishes, they can do this samskara at their residence also. The scriptures say that Janmanoti Tritiya Varshe Chaulam Punarvasvog. Chuda karma should be done during 3rd year from the birth and in the Punarvasu Nakshatra. Because it takes normally 1 year time for the head to become hard and normal. The middle part of the head called as Madu would be very soft and is like a hollow, and Paramatma entered into it and all. So if the mother is pregnant, then within the 5th month that Chuda karma can be performed to the elder child, elder baby. Otherwise, after 5th month, the pregnancy of the mother, until delivery is over, it should not be done. Then after fixing an auspicious muhurta to perform this ritual, they should request the priest to do puja karyakrama, etc. And they should also fix a barber also for this purpose. Then on the day in the temples, they would be there readily. So on that holy day, the mother, father and child should take holy bath, Abhyangana Snana, then wear new clothes, do Vinayaka Puja, Ganapati Puja, worship Agnihotra, do Agnikarya. Then parents should inform the child beforehand only that you are going to offer your hair to God, and God will give you very good, beautiful, long, black, thick hair. So we must prepare the child like that. Then they will not weep and they will not hesitate. They happily, willingly, they become forward to offer it to God. So God blesses such beautiful, good children with all good buddhi and happy life, good education, whatever they want, they can achieve. So in our Andhra families, mostly maternal uncle, Menamama, we say, he has to cut for the first time, and then onwards others will do. Others in the sense say that father or the barber, not any others. So later the barber may completely remove the hair. Some people, they leave panchashikas at that time only, but mostly 99% of people, all Andhras, we completely remove, not even leaving one hair on the head. That should completely be removed. And these pancha shikhas we keep at the time of Upanayana Samskara. So after this Puttu Ventrikalu is over, then next time onwards, mostly the boys, they the hair grows on the heads. But the boys from time to time, they go to barber and get it removed partially, and hair would be there to comb and appear handsome. And Sikha, they should develop. That pilaka, we say, that should be developed at the back of the head. Then after this process of removing the birth hair, the child should be given Mangala Snana and wear new clothes. The parent should give Tambula with Dakshina and new clothes to that barber, Shuraka. And also that hair which is removed should be collected in a new cloth, and that should be offered to God. Then Susruta Samhita and Charaka Samhita say that by this Chaula karma, the longevity, beauty will increase to the child. The Pancha Shikhas are observed at the time of Upanayana, and Shikha should be maintained lifelong. And also scholars call this karma as Ayushya karma, because by this Chuda karma, the longevity increases to the child. There are scientific and health aspects also behind wearing a crown, that is this shikha at the back of the head. That place is called as Muchikalagunta in our Telugu, and it is called as medulla oblongata scientifically in medicinal words. Because this shikha, the hair is attached to it at that place, our nervous system functions properly and activates actively. And also the word shikha reminds us the Agni Shikha, the flame of the fire. And also shikha means the top part of the mountain. So the energy and light we get by this shikha. those who wear the Sikha will be able to attain spiritual progress and serenity very easily. So this Shastra says that all Hindus, in fact all human beings, but at least especially all Sanatana Dharmanuyayis should have Sikha. Ladies automatically have jata in the form of jada. Then gents also should have Sikha. In ancient times, all men had the same long, lengthy hair as that of the women. Later, men used to keep up Sikha and remove the remaining hair, keeping partial hair. In due course of time, due to foreign invasions and foreign rule, certain changes took place even in our traditions and customs. But still, our customs and traditions are still being practiced by all of us. However, there are slight differences in the practices of customs and traditions, cultures, depending upon the places, from place to place. So, even though slight differences are there in Smruti Granthas also, and while practicing by people also. So our sages gave all these customs for the universal welfare. So for all human beings would be very healthy and very happy with all these by following these Shodasa Samskaras. Then Karnaveda Samskara means ear piercing ritual, and also nose piercing for baby girls also. Shall we continue this or stop it here?
Yeah, I think we'll have to stop here and go for the next tomorrow.
Okay.
And after the Pradhana, we can take up the questions. So, Venkat Narayan garu, can you do the Swasti Mantram, please?
Yes, sir. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्य परिपालयन्तान् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतम् सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ओम शांति शांति शांतिः ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति शांति शांतिः सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति.
ధన్యవాదాలండి వెంకట నారాయణ గారు. Thank you very much. Let us raise for the national anthem, please. जनगणमनाधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद. Okay, now you can go for the question and answers for pertaining to this session only, please. You can raise your hand and one by one we can take up. Okay, Sharda garu.
नमस्कारः महोदय.
Namaskar.
I had a doubt whether after offering Naivedyam of the prepared food, when we eat, whether we can tell shlokas of Brahmarpanam and Annapurna. I had a doubt whether we can tell Anand, but I was telling, and now the doubt is clarified clearly, madam.
Okay, thank you.
ఓకే పద్మావతి గారు.
హరి ఓం గురువు గారు నమస్కారం.
నమస్కారం.
అది 108 అష్టోత్తర శతనామావళి గురించి చెప్తున్నా, కొంచెం నెట్వర్క్ వర్షం మూలంగా ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చి వినపడలేదండి. ఒక్కసారి మళ్ళీ చెప్తారా అండి?
ఈ ఒక్కసారి చెప్తారు ప్లీజ్. ఇది మీరు వీడియో రికార్డింగ్ చూడండి. ఇవన్నీ రిపీట్ చేయడము ఒక్కొక్కసారి కష్టంగా ఉంటుంది. విశాలక్షి గారు మీరు
అలాగే
చెప్పదలుచుకుంటే చెప్పండి.
You can listen to the video once again. Then all your
అలాగే.
doubts will be clarified automatically.
అలాగేనండి, ధన్యవాదాలు.
లక్ష్మి గారు.
నమస్కారం మహోదయ.
నమస్కారం.
చిన్న డౌట్ అండి. అది చౌల కర్మ అన్నప్పుడు బాయ్స్ కి గర్ల్స్ కి కూడా చూడా కర్మ. అది గర్ల్స్ అండ్ బాయ్స్ both must be remove the hair, the birth hair, you said, no, natural hair. But it is believed that for girls it is not required, or it must not be removed, they say, no, the కత్తెర పెట్టకూడదు అంటారు కదా.
పుట్టు వెంట్రుకలు పెట్టాలమ్మా. For the first time, the hair that came by birth, that should be removed to all human beings, irrespective of male child or female child. ఆడపిల్లలకు కూడా మనం పుట్టు వెంట్రుకలు తీస్తాము. After that, we should never cut the hair of the girl in life at any time. పుట్టు వెంట్రుకలు కాకుండా తర్వాత లైఫ్ లో ఎప్పుడు కట్ చేయకూడదు. ఈ కాలంలో బ్యూటీ కోసం ఇక్కడికి అక్కడికి బ్యూటీ పార్లర్లకు వెళ్ళి జుట్టు కత్తిరిస్తున్నారే, చాలా శాస్త్ర విరుద్ధం. అది చాలా పాపము, తప్పు. ద గర్ల్స్ ఆల్సో, ద బాయ్స్ ఆల్సో, ద పుట్టు వెంట్రుకలు షుడ్ బి రిమూవ్డ్, అండ్ later on the girl should never remove hair, never.
డిస్కౌంట్ ఉందన్నారు.
ప్లీజ్ మ్యూట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ప్లీజ్. చెప్పండి సార్ విశాలక్షి గారు.
Over. Actually, I said that for girls also it is essential to do this. Birth hair should be removed, but later when the hair comes and grows, throughout their life they should never cut the hair again. At any time, the girl should never use the scissors to cut the hair in their life at any time. That's very bad and against the Shastra.
ఓకే రాజలక్ష్మి గారు ప్లీజ్.
నమో నమః మాన్యే.
Nama.
మాన్యే దట్ నామ నక్షత్ర నామ, మాస నామ అండ్ వ్యవహారిక నామ, these three can be same now, ma'am.
No, they will never be same. If the parents wish to keep the nakshatra nama or masa nama as the vyavaharika nama, they can keep it. It is their will and wish. But masa nama is kept by the priest only, depending upon the month during which that baby is born. Nakshatra nama would be kept as per the pada of that nakshatra in which the baby is born. So starting with those letters given in the Shastra, in Panchangam, the priest keeps the names, and the nakshatra namas are already decided by the Maharshis and given in the Shastras. So nakshatra namas would be that particular nama only for that particular nakshatra. And vyavaharika nama, if we want, we can keep the same name also. But exactly, mostly people will not keep as vyavaharika nama. They want to club it with either their father, that is Tatagaru is a grandfather. If girls, the Nanamma, like that, that is their grandmother. They keep, or Ishta Devatas names also they club like that. Then vyavaharika nama will mostly be different, but it can be nakshatra nama itself or masanama also.
అస్తు మాన్యే, ధన్యవాదాలు.
Okay, there is one question in the chat box. Shodasa Samskaras described in which Upanishad, Mahoday?
Shodasa Samskaras are given in all Gruhya Sutras, not Upanishads. Upanishads speak about Brahma Jnana. Upanishads speak about this world, Jivatma, Paramatma, Prakriti, etc. Samskaras here and there, one or two references might have come, but all Dharma Shastras speak about the Shodasa Samskaras. Gruhya Sutras, not Dharma Shastra, Gruhya Sutras related to the house. All Gruhya Sutras speak about these Shodasa Samskaras.
I think the questions are over. And if there are no more questions, I think we can close. Thank you, Visalakshi garu.
Okay, thank you.
Namaskar.